Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here with Rangers. As you can see, it's Old Firm Derby Day at Parkhead. 60,411 tickets out of 60,411 have been sold for this one, so it's a full house at Celtic Park to see this game. Celtic obviously the favourites for this one, 4-5, we're 3-1. They're in inconsistent form actually. The last 5 games they have 3 wins, a loss and a draw. Our last 5 we have 4 wins and a draw. So obviously we are, you could say, in better form. But obviously Celtic have a lot of quality. Paul Lambert, the current Celtic manager, has pretty much picked up from where Brendan Rodgers left off. However, we go to the team selection. I am going to make the following changes. None. We're just going to play them. This is the first time really I feel like we can sort of play them on an even footing. The team is going to be, in fact we are going to make one change, I lied. We're going to bring Ivanildo Fernandez in for Bruno Alves. And for some reason I feel like swapping them around, just OCD, because Fernandez was on that side when he played. So we're going to go with Fulton, Gamboa, Cardoso, Fernandez, Oliveira, Henderson, Barjonas, Price, O'Halloran, Gonzalez and Morelos. And we're going to go to Parkhead and we're going to try and go toe to toe. This could backfire, but if we're going to have any shot at the title we have to beat them, which is going to be a huge ask. As you can see, Pat, Sokwe, Vitor, Lustig, Aldrete, Bradaric, Rogic, Trezeguet, Armstrong, Sinclair and Dembele. So lots of changes actually from the Celtic squad at the start of the game, and we're only in the latter stages of season 2, so that, you know, that shows that the AI does like to change the Celtic side, even though it's not necessary. You know, the Celtic side is pretty damn strong at the start of the game, but many changes have been made. Cardoso to Henderson now. And 50-50 possession, the first highlight now. Sokwe throwing it to Armstrong, will be picked up by Barjonas though. Barjonas to Fernandez and Oliveira. We're trying to play out for the back, but we've been caught by Armstrong. It's Trezeguet who beats Fernandez into Dembele. Chance to get a shot away, plays it out wide. Can O'Halloran nick it? He can indeed. Aldrete putting pressure on him. Celtic pressing us really aggressively up the park. Price has nicked this though. Price looking for Gonzalez. A good ball. Can we possibly get forward? No, Sokwe's nicked it from Price. Dembele somehow played onside by Cardoso. He's in, he shoots. It's just wide from Moussa Dembele and we get away with one. With 2 shots apiece, Celtic's obviously being the most important, because we've seen it. Telling the boys to show some passion today. We have to be up for this derby. 25 minutes gone, 5 shots from Celtic, only 2 from ourselves. Morelos has a pulled groin apparently, but he's not yet going to come off. I think half time perhaps will make the change. Corner to Celtic now. Armstrong delivering it towards Dembele. It's headed away. Aldrete will pick it up though for Celtic. Could we nick it and get forward? Was that asking too much? Oh, it's a bad challenge. It's in. Sinclair's there. Cuts her across. Thumped away by Gamboa. Defended well by Lustig though. Sokwe will pick it up. Plays it out wide. Armstrong, he's going to look for Dembele with a cross. He's free and he's put it wide again. We've got away with giving Moussa Dembele 2 decent chances, and it's not often you get away with that. Aldrete now with the throw to Armstrong, back to Aldrete. He launches it forward towards Moussa Dembele, who takes it down with absolute ease, beats a man, plays it to Bradaric, and that's how easily Celtic can get up the park with Moussa Dembele. As Trezeguet picks it up now in the middle for Celtic, plays it to Rogic. We're trying to close them down, but we're not really getting close. We certainly don't look like we can go toe to toe with them based on this first half. Rogic out wide for Sinclair. It's going to drop for O'Halloran though. O'Halloran forced wide. Nice flick to Gamboa. Can he get it down the line to O'Halloran? No, he's going to have to go inside to Cardoso. Cardoso can get it to O'Halloran though. That's good play. Playing our way out of trouble. Aldrete though nicks it back. Celtic's fullbacks look really good today. Rogic into Bradaric, and now it's Sinclair. Moves it to Dembele. He's got a runner in front of him. Plays an Armstrong. Can he? No, he can't. I was going to say, can he succeed where Dembele failed? And no, he can't. As we approach half-time, Celtic definitely had the better of the half. But it looks like a 0-0 half-time scoreline. Aberdeen have the same scoreline against Dundee at Pittodrie. I don't really know what to tell the boys. I'm going to tell them to avenge what happened last time we played Celtic. Let's go with that. Cardoso's played really well today apparently. Oliveira's not done so well on the other side. Mitchell though can get exposed against better sides. Not very good defensively. Herrera will come on, I suppose. I'm not sure if we want to do anything else. We'll bring Jack on for Burjonas, I suppose. Jack can just be a deep lying playmaker defending in there. Just going to sit in and try and protect a little bit. Going to encourage the boys now, see if we can't do something in the second half. Jack and Herrera, the changes, see if they can inject a little bit of life into the team. But I still expect to get beaten, actually. You know, we're giving them too many chances and eventually they're going to tuck one of these away. But we have survived the first 10 minutes of the half. That's positive at least. 60 minutes now gone by. Throw in Gamboa deep in Celtic territory to Henderson now. Into Price. Price takes a good touch. Celtic blockading the box though. Henderson's Aberdeen take the lead through Jones. Jack to Price. Good ball to Herrera in the Celtic area. Can he get it square? He shoots! And he seems to have hit the woodwork or possibly the pole behind the goal there. And Celtic get away with that one. And Aberdeen 2-0 up now through Adam Rooney. This will actually take them, 2 points clear of us as we head into the split. And 73 minutes gone. Boyata sweeping up for Celtic. Trezeguet now, they've got the counter. I have a horrible feeling about this. Trezeguet running at us. Forward to Armstrong now. And Bradorich angling it into Lee Griffiths. Griffiths for Sinclair beyond the defenders. Sinclair's in, he shoots, and it's a good stop by Ian Fulton, but it will fall to Trezeguet. 15 minutes or so left in this game. Trezeguet back to Sokwe now. Angles a ball in. Fernandez away, only to Trezeguet. Back in, and Fulton just manages to get his feet straight and get back across and cover that one. Do we make another change now, I wonder? We'll take Oliveira off for Mitchell. I know Mitchell can get exposed at the back, but Oliveira's toiled a little bit today, so we'll try Mitchell and see if he can do any better as a Celtic goalkeeper to take this kick. Long it goes. Cardoso versus Armstrong in the air. Should be 1-winner. Cardoso away, but only as far as Aldrete. O'Halloran closes him down. He gets it to Bradorich though. He plays it forward for Lee Griffiths. Griffiths tries one on his right foot and it's clipped the crossbar as it goes over and out of play. We're going to tell the guys to concentrate now. Aberdeen 3-0 up at Pittodrie. And it's Fernandez playing it forward to Gonzalez, looking for a ball forward to Herrera. That's a shocking pass by Gonzalez. Easy for Celtic to get it back. Trezeguet now trying to play it in behind Cardoso, gets the header away, but Bradorich picks it up, tries to play it in behind Gamboa, gets the header away, but Aldrete will pick it up. Sinclair to Armstrong, huge chance for Griffiths, can't quite get there. Fernandez clears it. Herrera trying to challenge Boyata, but he can't do so. Boyata over the top now. Sinclair going for this. It's an easy square ball, isn't it, for Armstrong? It is, and fucking hell, Armstrong nearly puts it through the net. And we lasted 86 minutes before Celtic take the lead. You always honestly felt it was coming. 40 seconds remain. I don't see us getting anything here. Jack to Henderson as Aberdeen go 4 up against Dundee. Price lobs it long. Boyata easily clears. Trezeguet will pick it up. 30 seconds to go. Celtic in possession. And it's going to be a 1-0 loss. Really, really harsh on the boys, but they're just too strong. As Fulton goes out wide, Gamboa takes it down. He plays it to Fernandez, and we really need to be knocking this long here. Price tries to move it quick, and it's a terrible pass, and it's too easy for Celtic to pick it up, and they're going to get the win in the Old Firm derby again. Final whistle goes 1-0. I feel it's harsh on us. I'm going to tell them I can't fault their effort. Nobody expected to win, and we gave it a good goal, but I'm sick of playing them now and just getting swatted. I feel like we've made lots of progress and we can go toe to toe with them, and then they just turn around and bitch slap us. Yeah, not going to talk to the press. We'll see how the little loanies got on, and then we'll move on to the Hearts game. Eden Wilson playing well in his game. Jack Thompson as well playing well for Wraith as they beat Falkirk. Good game as well for Zach Rudden, who scored for Ross County in their 3-1 win away at St Mirren. A decent performance from Ross McCrory as Kelly win away at St Johnstone. But we've got that Hearts game to focus on now. We'll put the defeat against Celtic out of our heads. It was always going to be tough to go to Parkhead and get anything. The big disappointment there really is that it allows Aberdeen to take the 3-point lead over us. let's look at the split fixtures actually. Celtic host Aberdeen in the first split fixture. We host Killie, so hopefully we beat Killie and they lose at Parkhead, and it's just business as usual there. Actually, want to check out the points tallies here. If we look at last season, we ended on 76. Aberdeen ended on 53. Aberdeen already have 16 more points than last season. We have 66. We ended on 76 last season. We need 10 points from the 5 split games to equal, I should say, what we did last season, and we need 11 points to better last season. Obviously, if we could retain the Scottish Cup, we better last season by virtue of the amount of trophies won. We won the League Cup earlier on this season. Last season, obviously, we only picked up the Scottish Cup, so if we could do a double, winning both cups, it would be a better season than last year. But the lack of progress made in the league would be a little worrying. Especially if we were to finish third behind Aberdeen, that would be soul destroying almost. Aberdeen have improved vastly this season, but we should still be beating them. You know, we shouldn't be allowing them to get in. Actually, where did we play? We play them at Ibrox, don't we, during the split? Aberdeen, yeah, we play Aberdeen at Ibrox, and then Celtic at Ibrox is actually the last game. After Killie, we're away at Hearts and Dundee. And as I say, we have Aberdeen at Ibrox, so hopefully we should be able to beat them at Ibrox. And that should give us a 3-point head start right away. They should lose, I would imagine, at Parkhead. We should beat Killie at home. That should be us on even points. And they probably host Dundee or Killie. Probably Dundee, I think. Or will they finish hosting Dundee maybe because they played Dundee at the end? I don't know. No, they should be away at Dundee actually. Let's just look. They will then be away at Killie actually when we go to Hearts. Then they'll host Hearts when we're at Dundee. Then they will come to Ibrox and they will finish. Where will they finish? They'll finish at home to Dundee when we're at home to Celtic. Obviously the important game now is none of those games. The important game now is Hearts at Hampden Park. Celtic will also be at Hampden Park this weekend for a semi-final in the Scottish Cup. Seeing if they can set up an Old Firm final. Celtic haven't actually been in a cup final while we've been at Rangers, would you believe? Celtic versus Partick Thistle looking to change that. 3-1 to Celtic. Celtic will be in the Scottish Cup final, and if we're going to earn that cup double, we're going to do it the hard way. You almost want to lose to Hearts here, so we don't have to go and play Celtic again. Good performance from Wilson and Cork. Cook doing okay as well. Decent performance from Thompson. Mabudi scoring again for Dundee United, even though they lose to Dunfermline. How many does he have now? He has 16 goals in the league. Jeez, is he the top scorer? No, he's third behind PJ Crossan of... Oh, he's not of Celtic, he's of Morton now. Behind PJ Crossan and Keatings. Bierman playing well, Butterworth not so much, and Jordan Rossiter out with a bruised shin. Jordan Rossiter's still only 22 years of age. Right, come on, give me Hearts. I'm ready for Hearts now. 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Hearts coming to Glasgow. Apparently a neutral venue. Jordan Rossiter can play, but he won't. We've beaten Hearts 4 times with 1 draw and 1 loss, so we're actually pretty good form against Hearts. Anybody going to come in? We're going to bring Odsonne Edouard in. Herrera's not done well when he's came off the bench recently, but we're going to leave the first team 11 the same. We're not going to drop anybody for losing at Parkhead. That would be far too harsh. Henderson actually is going to revert to being a deep-lying playmaker now that Barjonas is back in. It's going to be Fulton, Gamboa, Cardoso, Fernandez, Oliveira, Henderson, Barjonas. I hesitate on Price. We'll give Price one more game. O'Halloran, Gonzalez and Morelos. Price has had a couple of iffy games actually recently. Went on a really good run of form and then had a couple of iffy games. So we're going to give him one more game to see if he can play well. We should be winning this one comfortably here against Hearts. We're in better form. We play well against them, generally speaking. We should be doing the business. Price playing it out to Gonzalez now, who has to have a better game than he did at Parkhead. You'll forgive him a poor showing at Parkhead though, as Henderson looks for Morelos. It's a great through ball and a shot on goal. It's just into the side netting. 14 seconds gone, and we're showing our intent here at Hampden Park to put that Celtic result behind us. Although possession firmly in our favour, it looks very... it looks very even on the shot count, as a thief will have to come on for Gonzalez, who's picked up a knock. 2 shots apiece in the opening 25 minutes, nothing really of import happening. Jack Hamilton will take a goal kick just now for Hearts on the 26-minute mark roughly at Agyepong, can't beat Oliveira. Ivanildo Fernandez will play it to Price, he'll take a touch, moves it to Afif. Big game for him today. It's on to Henderson, looks for Morelos, it's a good ball. Morelos holding it up. That's a terrible pass from him though, as Lafferty plays it to Goncalves. Goncalves now coming forward. He's got a huge option through the middle. We've completely parted for Walker, who has a chance, and it's a brilliant save by Ian Fulton. I've no idea what the defenders are doing there, allowing Walker to burst right through the middle, but it really should be 1-0 Hearts. All credit to Fulton for bailing us out. Walker's corner to the edge of the box. Agyepong, it's a good challenge by Fernandez. Boabin now picking it up. We just have to defend this. It's Suter now, we have defended it. Morelos is now injured as well. It's been a really dirty game today. Onson Edward coming on, playing a lot more time than we imagined he would today. Hamilton. Hearts also have 2 injuries, as Hamilton will play it forward, away by Fernandez, but Berra will knock it down to Lafferty. Now it's Jum who's one of the players who has a knock. Jum goes back to Berra. Oh, wow, Halloran can't quite nick it. It's forward though, easy for Cardoso to down on the chest. Henderson, Barjonas now, and Edward, sorry. Lovely back heel to Henderson. Can he find O'Halloran? He's almost let it get away. It has got away now. Berra plays it to Lafferty. Lafferty for Goncalves now, threatening the defensive line. Still going. Plays it out wide to Agyepong. Still going. Goncalves. It's not a great shot, but it has went in. I've no idea how that gets beyond Ian Fulton there. Perhaps his feet have become, stuck in quicksand or something, making him incapable of jumping, but it is 1-0. We've been really poor today, and I really hope that Celtic loss hasn't burst our bubble, because this has been a terrible showing. 5 shots apiece, 4 on target for Hearts, only 1 for ourselves. I'm going to have to lay into them for that. Where is their passion? I can't really even make any changes because I've already made 2. Just going to have to tell them to push forward. Hopefully kicking them up the arse at half time will be enough to inspire them. As Suter plays it to Boabin now. Boabin playing it forward to Goncalves, who's absolutely ripped us up top. Particularly, of course, for his goal, which I would put down to Ian Fulton being at fault. Gamboa throws it to O'Halloran now. Decent touch back out to Gamboa now, surrounded by maroon shirts. Gamboa gives it to one of those maroon shirts. Goncalves can't beat Cardoso. It will drop for Price now. Bit of area to move into. Afif not giving him the best option, but he does find Afif, who angles across in. Suter easily cuts that out though, and Johnson will find June, as Hearts can just casually play their way out of defence. Johnson now. Afif trying to nick it. Afif does nick it. He has to cross it. Edward has to bury it, and it's odds on Edward. It's a good finish, and well done Akram Afif, keeping the pressure up, but a howler of a mistake from Hearts at the back. And we're back into it, 1-1. Let's just praise them. Make them feel good about themselves, the fact that they did get back into it so early in the second half. Goncalves really the only performer in the Hearts team today. Edward, the only player on our team getting much credit. Even Afif with the assist, still only a 6.8. It's been a game lacking quality apparently. Right on the hour mark, Hamilton goes long. Should be easy for Oliveira. He nods it to Boabin though, it's a terrible header. Agyepong will lose it though to Oliveira, who somewhat redeems himself, then blasts it off the Hearts man. Price picks it up, Oliveira again. into Burjonas. Afif moving it quickly for Odsonne Edouard. It's a good ball. The big man holds her up, plays it to Henderson, in for O'Halloran. He has a big chance here, takes a touch, fires it, and Rangers have turned it around 2-1. Now concentrate, don't give this up. Henderson with a brilliant ball for O'Halloran, who tucks her away well across the goalkeeper. And 15 minutes into the second half, we have exploded in this second half. Now it's Burjonas as we look to take a 3-1 lead. Corner in, Lafferty gets her away, Walker will take her out. Now chance for Hearts to counter, however. Aguiepong, I keep confusing him with Achiampong of Anderlecht. Isma Gonçalves for Lafferty. This is a very strong counter-attack. It's a brilliant challenge though by Gamboa, Christian Gamboa, who's been a great signing. Cardoso plays it forward to O'Halloran. So pleased that we paid the couple of $100,000 to get Gamboa in January rather than waiting for him on a Bosman. As Burjonas gives it away to Boabin, it's forward to Goncalves now. Goncalves with another pot shot. This time Ian Fulton does hold it. It was going to go wide this time, but Ian Fulton chooses to get his gloves on this one. As Burjonas delivers a corner towards Cardoso, is unmarked, and it's 3-1. And that should, my friends, be that. We'll bring on Mitchell for Oliveira, who's had another poor game. Oliveira from Fiorentina has not looked a brilliant signing. A couple of the guys who've come in have looked good. For example, Fernandez at the back's looked good. Obviously, Gamboa's looked good. Gonzalez has looked good as of late. But Oliveira's not been one of those. He looked pretty decent when he started, but he's kind of went off the boil. He's kind of like the opposite of Gonzalez. As we win the ball at the back now, Henderson forward to O'Halloran. Can he look up and just hit it to Edouard? Nope, he's going to beat his man and then try and hit it to Edouard. He should have kept running when he beat his man. Berra goes back to Hamilton though, as Hearts try and continue playing passing football out of the back, even though they're 2 goals down with just over 10 to go. O'Halloran to Henderson now. Henderson switches the play to Afif. That's a good ball. Afif with Mitchell on the overlap. It goes to Price. Price looks for Mitchell. It's a great ball by Price. Mitchell in. It's a terrible ball by Mitchell though. Smith away for Goncalves, who can bring that down easily. Plays it into the middle for Emmanuel Thomas. It should have been cut out, but it wasn't. Suter over the top now. Should be easy for Mitchell, and it is. Mitchell now looking to come down that left hand side. Plays it long, looks for Afif. Can't get there. Smith away. Price though does get it to Afif. Afif plays it into Burjonas. Henderson now forward. Afif, can he find Odsonne Edouard? He does find Odsonne Edouard. Can he score? He does score. That is a bullet from Odsonne Edouard. What a finish. And I think we'll take the chance on Odsonne Edouard. I think we should offer him a contract. We'll see what he's after. (4-1) in the end, coming from 1 down, convincing result. And we're going to the final to play Celtic. Celtic vs Rangers in a Hampden final. It's not happened for many a year, but we will be there after the league is all said and done. Hopefully it should be first place, second in that final. Ball's forward for Afif, 7 seconds to go. Can't see his scoring now as Afif crosses. Odsonne Edouard can't quite beat Berra to it. Berra will complete the clearance, which will complete the game. And 4-1. The boot up the arse at half time certainly did the business. Odsonne Edouard in the 53rd and 78th. O'Halloran in the 61st. And Fabio Cardoso in the 68th from a corner. Passionate. What a comeback. Superb effort. You should all be proud. That's a brilliant result. 4-1 after being 1 down at half time. Gonzalez will be out 1 to 2 days, so he will be available, thankfully, for the split fixtures. 15k for playing in the semi-final, 709k for the shared gate receipts and television money for the semi-final, so that definitely important. Odsonne Edouard playing well. Let's see what he wants. Let's see what Odsonne Edouard wants. Let's actually click on his name rather than Rangers this time. Okay, approach to sign. What do you want? You want 13k. Let's try and get you for 12.5. Let's try and get you for 5 years. Sell on fee percentage, we'll get that down to 10. I don't like giving anybody that, but he's obviously wanting a fairly sizable contract here. We'll try this. Well, will we try rotation? We'll try rotation, see what he says. We'll give him 3 years. We'll give him the 15%, as long as we can get him to agree to be a rotational player. Well, he's accepted the deal. So we'll see if he does actually accept that and come in. Herrera hasn't really looked the same since coming back from a number of injuries, and he's 30 years of age, so maybe we move him on and we use Odson Edouard and Alfredo Morelos as our strikers going forward. But that's going to be it for this episode. Obviously a disappointing 1-0 loss at Parkhead, but we came back from that, bounce back. We were down against Hearts as well at half time. It would have been easy for the heads to drop, or to spiral into another poor run of form, but it looks like we're going to bounce back from this one. And it looks like we're going to manage to come back strongly as we go in to the split. We're going to be playing Kilmarnock and Hearts next time out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. As I say, disappointing result against Celtic. We're still not quite ready to go toe-to-toe, but the boys bounced back well against Hearts, particularly losing Gonzalez and Morelos to injury. So as I say, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please drop down below and leave a like if you have done. And if you want to find out when that Kilmarnock and Hearts video drops, then please subscribe to the channel. I'd be eternally grateful if you were to do so. But mostly I just want to thank you for watching and say that I'll see you next time when Kilmarnock come to Ibrox and we go to Tynecastle.